Yo, what is up, Thrashers? How you doing? Today's video is a request from somebody I used to teach, and this is Toxic Waltz by Exodus. And there are other videos out there of this song in particular, but I think mine, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on your options for playing these riffs in different ways for different, I guess, sounds or different limitations on your individual technique. Unfortunately, this is not a lead guitar video because, again, they love to use the whammy bar, and I haven't gotten strings on my guitar that has like a good Floyd for stuff like this. But I think the best guitar solo cover out there is from a channel, this dude Davey Phantom, is spelled with an F, not a PH, and his cover of the solo is superb. It is like super accurate. I don't know about the accuracy of where he's playing the notes at on the neck particularly. I'll probably play them in different spots if I cover it. But you know that on the guitar, notes repeat themselves in different strings, so the exact same pitch. So the licks that I may do may look different, but will be roughly similar. But yeah, their cover is fantastic. So I think if you're looking for the solo and I don't get around to it in an expedient manner, then that's the place to look to know how to do it. Also, specially, just today and today only, for I don't know how long, we got a little guardian angel up there looking down, judging me like a gargoyle. It is metal to have cats, I think, because cats are very, they don't care about anything really. Like they're very indifferent and they look very scary. But they're chill. My cat's a chiller. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. I'm tuned to standard. The actual recording is not. It's slightly flat. Again, the kind of like Megadeth Dimebag, slightly flat between E and E flat. And I recommend you either look up on YouTube for a 440 tuned video, or you use a browser extension. I went over this before in the other Exodus tune, but that whole album, Fabulous Disaster, is weird with this tuning. Anyways, let's get to it with the main riff. But the most important thing, the subtle detail, that starting descending slide, right? Or you may do like when you go up and then back down, but just do, right? So that's pretty integral. That like opens you up. And if you're in a live setting, you should probably like do that and then like let the crowd realize what song you're about to play and lose their minds. Go, yeah, it's Toxic Waltz. Yeah, that's what they do live. Exodus does. But yeah, you do that. So that's the riff. And you're kind of looking at like E Phrygian, maybe, I guess, is the way to look at it. And then this note here. It's weird, metal music doesn't really follow theory super well. You can kind of throw in whatever notes you want from here to here, Anyways, I'm going to do it really slow for you, and then I'm going to go over how you can pick it. So, even slower. Okay. Now you could downpick all of that. You could James Hetfield. But that's not exactly easy for these things there. I recommend doing a Dave Mustaine kind of thing where you do ups. You can do them in many different spots. Like I start the beginning with downs, and then I do down, up, down for these bits. And then I do down, up, down for this ascending bit too. Or you could do doing ups for these notes here. Then maybe I'll swap there or something. Whatever you think is comfortable and gives you the sound you want to hear. Because doing an upstroke is slightly different than doing a downstroke. One of the notes is coming in like a millisecond before the other. Upstrokes I find are a little more like thin and kind of like sharp. While downstrokes are a lot more like percussive and chunky. So, I don't know, do whatever you think sounds the best. So, there's that. and then this bit here, and I think they're just going down E minor, natural minor, I think, or maybe they're doing Phrygian. But I'm doing it single notes. You can do it power chords. And I think the video that I saw with tablature, the fella did it doing this jump here. And you can do that, but I recommend just going down to the open A. Okay? And you slide that in there before doing repetition, so it'll go as follows. I like to do it just single notes though. So you do it again however you want to do it. And then I gotta think now, because I just relearned it for the video. What is it? I think they do something slightly different for the verse. I'm gonna check that real quick, and I'm gonna come back and give you the next riff after that beginning one. This next bit's really cool. It's before they get into the main verse riff, and it's this one that you know. So that type of idea. And it's interesting because live they do something different than they do on the record. I'll go over that variation, but first I'll do it the correct way. So you're using all the same notes, same frets I should say, and same notes, same thing, as the other riff. I'm going to do it really slow. But then you're changing it up and you're doing a slide from 2 to 1 here, there, so. I think that's how it goes with low E chugs. But live, they'll sometimes do 1 or even 3. So, I don't know, do what you want, I guess. I think the record does either 1 or open. But, I mean, hey, if you're playing this live or just jamming it out without a backing that has, like, the guitar in it, then why wouldn't you just do it however you want? And then at the end, after doing that enough times, when you get to the tail, where you do this, you just do that a bunch into this. And then back into the main riff for the verse. Okay? So it's going to go something kind of like, I'm just going to do like 1 and then into the thing. No need to do it a bunch of times. Or it could be open. I think it actually might be open. Or maybe they switch to this on an odd beat, so maybe. Or. So it could be any number of low E chugs before you jump to this. I don't know, experiment, figure it out. You can do any number of them. It happens so quick, you'll probably get away with it no matter what you do. But those are all your options. And again, choose how you want to do these things. If you want to look really badass, you'll do over-exaggerated movements, do upstrokes, and then have all the other strings muted with this like part of your pointer finger here, with like this like fleshy bit back here behind where you fret, you know? So then you can do. I don't know, just get your energy out, you know? Play like with feeling, like you mean it. And then the verse is that same riff as the intro. I'm pretty sure. And then the and come on, in your injury bound, waltz it up. That one I think is. Yeah, so again, the same notes. And then when they're leading back into it, they do. That maneuver right there. I guess I'll do that slow if I can remember even what the hell I was just talking about. What is it? What is it? What did I just do? Shit. Don't play close to your speaker. I think it like rattles your brain around in your head and you get like brain damage or something. Or don't drink. Probably don't drink. Don't do either of those things, especially at the same time. If you drink, your playing suffers. It's that, and then no, that's later. Shoot, I don't know. Whatever. I gotta think about it. I'm gonna go and double check, actually. Shoot, that's really embarrassing. Well, we don't cut anything out here, so you get to see the whole process. Everybody makes mistakes, you know. Back and checking, and during this riff, and I think it goes either down chromatically or like that, 3 2 3 open. And the reason I think this is because, well, it could be both actually, because it could be a classic thing that happens in a lot of Exodus tunes where Gary Holt and Rick Hunnell will be doing different things. Because I hear on the upper registry almost like fourths up here. So maybe it's like Gary's doing this and Rick is doing that, or and then just doing open E after that. Who knows? But then they go back into the what is it? The riff over the solo, I think. And that one was kind of weird and tricky to do, but it's this kind of idea. But I think it's slightly different. I think they do something like that, some weird turnaround or something. Something. And they change it. They go from E to F sharp to what is it? B? But I know there's something different in the tail end there. I gotta think about it for a minute. Yeah, it's that. Okay. So every time you do this riff, you're gonna be going a fourth away from your main chug note, and then do a half step up, and then back to it. So for the E part of it, for the solo, it's like right? And the F sharp. Right? And the okay, and I think it just does that a lot, and then it goes into this next riff for like the breakdown part. I gotta think about it. Who read the? That one. Okay, so you're starting on 1 on the A, chromatically going up, and then 1 open on the E. Right? And then 1 1 open A E strings that you're using. You get that really fast. And again, you could pick that 1,000 different ways. All downs. Or maybe down, up, down on any of the chromatic bits. Or doing a bunch of ups like I did there. Down, up, or... Yeah, why not? Just pick it however you pick it. The song's still the song nonetheless. After doing that a bunch, you go into the really slow part where it's like, get down on your feet. You know, that one. That one's weird. Okay. So there's only 3 notes you're working with. Your first fret of the A, You're open of the A and you're open of the E. Yeah, right. That's the pattern. I'm going to do it ultra slow, and I'm just going to have to ask that you follow it, because breaking it down, this one, this one, this one, this one, that's boring. So watch. Right? No, bambo. One open. Yeah, see, that's the trip up. That thing. And for that, get really good at doing a down up there. Down on the A and the D strings, and then up on only the A and the E. Or maybe be sloppy and just mute with the part of your flesh here, so you can kind of afford to hit the other notes. Right? So right? So they just do that for a while. And I forgot to mention, as a quick little aside, for this live thing, for that thing, live, they do a gallop. And they add more pauses. They add more space in between. So, da-da-dun-dun, down, up, down, down. Into the ba-ba-na, you know. And then for the Toxic Waltz part, it's just that. Right? And it ends like that, with going back to the, that thing. Yeah, that's about it. I hope to keep this video sort of short, so I'm not gonna overextend the outro here, but I hope you had fun learning this tune. I hope I did it justice, and I hope I did a little bit above and beyond in explaining to you how much freedom you have as a rhythm guitar player for how you pick these riffs. And if you want to be like severely, I guess you don't use the word like autistic anymore, because people think that's like not a good word to use. If you want to be like extremely neurodivergent, whatever the hell, you want to be super hyper fixated, get stupid about it, you can like look at live videos of people playing this tune and even the actual band, and really hyper focus on the types of pick strokes they use, or just get so good at identifying how different pick strokes sound that you'll figure it out. I know for one thing that after, oh great, Discord notification, after Dave Mustaine sustained the injury to his left arm by falling asleep drunk with it over a stool and cutting off the circulation into his hand and having to relearn how to play stuff, his right hand picks stuff differently now too. So I don't know. It's good if you want to be like a thrash metal, not only a player, but a real metalhead historian, to kind of focus in on these types of things as a guitar-centered person. So I hope I've instilled a desire to do that, or maybe a desire to make fun of people who do that. So either way, yeah, I hope I was able to provide something valuable to you thrashers out there. Have fun, like the video, subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm posting more badass stuff like this, and leave comments about whatever. What did you eat for breakfast this morning? No, not something lame like that, but like, what do you think of Exodus? You know, who's better, Gary or Rick, solo wise? What do you think? What are your favorite thrash bands? What are some songs you want me to do and teach people how to play? Should I go back to other songs I've done and do the solos? I probably will, but which ones should I do first? Whichever ones people want to ask for or see. Yeah, I'm saying goodbye, and so is my freaky ass cat. Say goodbye. She just nodded up a little bit. She's like, yeah, what's up? Goodbye. All right, later.